Hello one and hello all, and today, welcome back to the Poochie Challenge. So this is the challenge where I see if I can beat Pokemon Ruby with just one Poochyena. If you want to know the rules of this challenge, just watch the last video. So moving on with the challenge, we left off with me about to fight the 5th gym leader Norman, so here's how that went. His first Pokemon he sends out can two-shot me, and I can two-shot it. Fortunately, I'm faster, so I just two-shot it. This next Pokemon comes out, goes for a Focus Punch, which kills me. So, next try, the fight goes exactly the same up until the Focus Punch bit. Because instead of going for a Focus Punch, he just instead takes me to like 10 HP and then goes for Focus Punch. Now, fortunately, Focus Punches move where the users like charge up. So like if you hit him while he's charging up, that prevents him from using it. And because Focus Punch is super effective against me, he effectively just spammed it the entire fight, not taking into account the fact that I just kept using Crunch. So that's how I was able to beat him. And then his third Pokemon came out and I just one-shot with Crunch, so that was pretty easy. Next up was my rival, and she was... Sorry, I'm so used to playing as a male character. He was pretty easy, not gonna lie. One-shot's the entire team except for Combuskin, which just went for a bulk up and then died the next turn. The only damage I took was some recoil from takedown. Let's see. I should probably real quickly say, I'm gonna summarize every single, like, Team Magma admin battle real quick, because they all went exactly the same one-shot sweeps, except for Courtney, who managed to land a swagger and nothing else. That's all the... That was cute on my leg. That's all the Magma admin battles summarized. Now, next gym leader is Winona. She took a couple tries. I was able to one-shot a Swallow and left her Pelipper with like 2 HP or something like that, and it landed a water gun. Holy crap, the trash can just blew over. Anyway, it landed a water gun for like 1/6 of my health, and I took it out next turn. Next up was Skarmy, who did about like 40 damage, something like that. So, since we both did like a quarter of a health to each other, it was just like back and forth. So I eventually took out Skarmy. Used my one potion, by the way. Like per battle that I'm allowed to use. Again, just check the rules for the last video. Then Altaria came out, used like a crap ton of Dragon Dances, and killed me with Earthquake. So next time, the fight went exactly the same, except for Pelipper didn't land a water gun. That was the only thing that changed up until the Altaria bit. Now Altaria didn't even use Dragon Dance, it just used Earthquake immediately, and I managed to take it out because Earthquake was weaker because it didn't use Dragon Dance. Okay, I just got lucky with the AI, I guess. Next major battle is my rival again, and this went exactly the same as the first time, except for Whelmer went for Mist, and Combuskin went for Bulk Up and Quick Attack. I took like 10 damage from the entire battle. Do you remember when the rival battle was like a brick wall for me because the Combuskin would like outspeed one-shot me with double kick? Now her team barely manages to land a single hit for 10 damage out of my like 130 at this point, like health. It's crazy. Next up is the 7th gym leader, and this was easy because it's a psychic type gym, and it's a double battle, so I had to catch a Magikarp, but all Magikarp did was die immediately. Didn't even get a splash off, just died. And I one-shot the Solrock on the team, and then Lunatone had only Psychic type moves. I'm immune to Psychic, so at that point I essentially just won the battle because it couldn't touch me. Sure, it could live a Crunch, but I had more Crunches than it had health. Also, I had Shadow Ball at this point. I ditched Rock Smash for Shadow Ball. Crap ton of 8 Jump Slaves too. Next up, the Maxi V-Match battle. I go toe-to-toe with my Diana for a bit. Oh yeah, I also learned Return at this point, replace Takedown, and I also ditched Roar for Howl again. So I had Howl, Return, Shadow Ball, Crunch. So moving on. We finished with Maxi. It was pretty standard back and forth attacks. Let's see here, the Crobat landed 2 wing attacks before I took it out. I healed, Kemba took out half my health with an Earthquake, but then next turn just decided to go for Focus Energy and died. Basically just forfeit the match. Next up was the Groudon fight. And for Crunch, Crunch did like 5 damage, growled on nearly one shot me with an earthquake, so I ran away. That was the fight. Next up was Wallace. This took a couple tries. Spoiler alert. uh, I took out Love Disc on the first hit, and Wish Cash I took out with a crit. Two-shot Celio, who landed in a Roar Beam for like 30-something damage, I think it was. Next was Seeking, who went for Rain Dance and Water Pulse before I took it out. Then my loader came out. I healed. It did over half my health with Water Pulse. I did barely anything with Crunch, and then I just, lost. Next try, I got to level 45, I think it was. Something like that. Came in using Howl this time. Big brain. So I used Howl on the Love Disc. So basically I just had the Love Disc spam like Water Pulse or whatever, heal whenever I had a sufficient amount of things built up, Howls. Then I just swept his team. So that with Return, I believe it was. Next up, there's the Wally battle. Wally, I just one-shot his entire team except for Magneton, which landed like a Thunder Wave, a Thunderbolt, a couple Thunderbolts actually. But the rest of his team couldn't do crap. Oh yeah, also this random dude in Victory Road with a Magnetric completely, he beat me like 3 times. It was nuts. Moving on. At this point, I also caught 5 Zigzagoons. So that if I had to grind, I could just walk back and forth for a while and they pick up rare candies to speed up to level up. So at this point, I was level 75 heading into the Elite Four. Here's how my first try went. First Elite Four member stalled me out because he had standard attack, double team, dog types, and none of my moves are good against them. And just like that, I got hard-walled at the first dude. So I promptly used all my rare candies and got level 83. And tried again. I did better, but I still lost, so I grinded to level 85. I managed to beat him by using a combination of Howl and Return. Now, Return basically, with one Howl, Return two-shot his entire team, essentially. So I was slowly getting chipped down, because, like, my Diana just, like, went for Sand Attack before I took it out. Oh yeah, I also went for, like, a takedown. Shiftry just used Double Team every time. Sharpedo just spams Surf. Absol just uses Snatch and Sword Stance, doesn't try to fight me. And Cacturne always uses Cotton Spore and Needle Arm. I got really unfortunate with Flinch Luck on Needle Arm a couple times, but for the most part, it went well. I'm like barely in frame if I do this. Next up was Phoebe. Next up was the Ghost type trainer Phoebe. Easy as crap. I was able to one-shot her entire team, except for Sableye, who did like 20 damage with Shadow Ball. Oh yeah, a couple tries, one with Dusclops lived on like 1, and like landed an Ice Beam for a bit of damage. Like that only happened once of the several tries against Phoebe. I never lost against Phoebe, it's just that I lost against the other members. Next up was Glacia. Also, I was level 86 at this point. I leveled up from the last 2. I was level 86. And Glacia, to put it simply, I went for, I believe it was 2 Howls, because the first turn, her lead Pokemon Glalie uses Hail, and then Ice Beam, which should over half, and that's why I realized, okay, I need to use my attacks now with only 2 Howls. One-shot her entire team, except for the Walrein, which lived and killed me with Surf. Repeat attempts against the Elite Four were exactly the same every time, but next up I was level 90. I got for like 5 levels and then try again, basically. Level 90. The first, everything went exactly the same, to be honest, except for the Walrein, who this time went for Blizzard, but missed, and then I took it out. That was the only difference on the second try against Glacia. Next up was Drayden. No, Drayden's a different dude. This is Drake. I spam like 3 Howls against Shogun as it lowers my speed with Rock Tomb and lands a Dragon Claw. Take out Shogun, Altaria comes out, paralyzes me with the Dragon Breath. I take it out, heal as I get hit by another Dragon Breath, Flygon, take out Flygon. Another Flygon shows up, takes me down to like 30 with another Dragon Breath, I take it out, and Salmon crunches me for the kill. So yeah, that didn't work. So I then grind is level 95 for the next try. huge chunk of this video has just been deleted for it. At this point, I'm able to one-shot Sydney's entire team. Except, I can't one-shot Phoebe Sableye still with a crunch for some reason. And I can't use Return, and Shadow Ball is the same power as Crunch, so it's not like that would do any better, so I just can't one-shot Sableye for that reason. And Glacia this time, again, went exactly the same, up until Walbeam, who somehow, 5 levels later, but technically 10 levels later, since I first fought at level 85, I think it was, I'm now level 95, and Crunch, sorry, now Crunch, a +2 Howl still doesn't one-shot Walrein. It does like 5 more damage than it did before. Walrein nearly takes me out with a single Blizzard before I kill it. Holy crap. Blizzard did like 100 damage. I had 160 health. And next up was Drake. I think I used an elixir at this point, or I used an elixir after this battle, or I at one point or another used an elixir to get my PP back. Oh yeah, I also used a PP max on Crunch with that 24. And I also taught Dig just to deal with Steven, because his entire team will resisted my normal Doink and Ghost Moves, and how it doesn't do damage. So he will resist my entire team, and I would have been screwed basically. So I taught him Dig so that he could do. Sorry, she by Poochyena ago. I taught her Dig so that she could do literally anything against Steven's team. Next up was Drake. I got it right this time. Went for 3 Rock Tombs, one of which missed, as I think I healed, and then swept his entire team, taking damage here and there. I was scared as heck when the friggin' Salamon's nearly took me out with a Dragon Claw, but I lived, so yeah, finally with Steven. I went for like 5 Howls, I think it was, against Steven, as he went for like Spikes and Toxic for some reason. And since I allowed 1 item per battle, Spikes, Toxic, Steel Wing, which was all he was doing, after, like I said, like 5 Howls, I just used a full store to heal back on my health. 2 returns, took out Skarmory. Also, I equipped the Shell Bell so that I could heal back any damage that I took. I had the Silk Scarf and Black Glasses for the earlier battles, but I was like, Shell Bell, I need as much health as I can get. Next up was Armaldo. A dig and 2 digs and a return took him out, and I got a decent bit of health out from it. Next was Claydol, who was I believe it was a 2-shot with a Crunch of return. I went for a return on the second hit because he set up a light screen, which would make my Crunch weaker. Next up was, what's his name? Credilli. Basically the same as the Armaldo. And there was Aggron, who I one-shot with a dig, and also, funnily enough, one-shotting an Aggron from 4 health, who's like, 57, got me 20 health with the Shell Bell. Shell Bell's crap. I was like getting like 10 health back for every hit. Finally was Metagross, who I just one-shot with a dig. And I won the Poochy Challenge. I was level 96 at this point, nearly level 97. So didn't get to go to level 100, unfortunate. And that was the whole challenge. So if you've enjoyed this, you can leave a like or subscribe if you feel like it. Or you can leave a comment down below if anything to say about. You can also follow me on Instagram at RealX5. I deleted my TikTok. Like, it's not on my phone. I'm sure the account still exists on the internet somewhere, but it ain't on my phone anymore. So you can't follow me on TikTok anymore. Until next time, I'll see you later, buddy. Bye-bye.